Female narcissists often utilize vulnerability, silence, manipulation, and guilt as their primary weapons, making them harder to spot and leaving you feeling like the cause of their behavior. Following are the top 10 behaviors female narcissists display. They may stay stable in a few behaviors or cycle through them depending on the situation. At the end of the video, you will realize it is not you imagining things. This is what they do. The first is a very common behavior. Everything is always a catastrophe and the world is against her. Maybe you are 5 minutes late to take her out for dinner. Suddenly, she claims you ruined the entire evening, even though there is still enough time. She now refuses to go out and then blames you for messing up her entire day or week. Or maybe you are at a restaurant and she complains about something trivial about the food or restaurant. And instead of just brushing it off and enjoying the moment, this becomes all she focuses on the entire night and days to follow. It may feel as if she is just looking for a reason to be upset and complain, because that is what she does. Many female narcissists are pathological victims. This allows them to never be held accountable for their actions, as it is never their fault. It also allows them to get attention and be the center of focus, as well as allowing them to garner sympathy and get people to do things for them to make them feel better. But no matter what you do, she will never be happy. Some may even get angry when you try to make them happy. Yet, and this ties in with the next behavior, they make you believe that you are responsible for them being unhappy and that it is your duty to make them happy. And when they refuse to be happy, they blame you for not trying hard enough. This is where she weaponizes guilt-tripping and shaming you. You may buy her something and then she is upset that it is not what she wanted, or she simply refuses to use it. Yet she refuses to tell you what she wants and claims that if you really loved her, you would just know. It can get worse, where she starts to shame you for not doing enough to make her happy. Often, she will compare you to an ex or to an impossible standard she dreamed up, and then claim that you are a failure for not meeting her expectations. Even if she is living a wonderful life, nothing you give her is enough to make her happy, making you feel like a loser and failure. The weird thing is that even though she demands more from you, she often sabotages your efforts to make her happy. You plan with her the perfect weekend away. She enthusiastically marvels at the spa sessions she is going to have at the retreat and how wonderful the trip will be. But then 2 days before the trip, she suddenly claims that she remembered she had to return her mother's photo album. So, she will be spending the weekend with her mother. Or maybe you arrange the best birthday party ever for her, and then she is unhappy and claims you only did it to look good among your friends, and that she did not want to be reminded that she is getting older. No matter what you do, you just cannot seem to get things right and make her happy. The next behavior can drive you crazy. If you even hint at any criticism, even constructive feedback, she gets upset. If you try to help her, she claims you're trying to make her look and feel bad. She may ask you how her hair or clothes look, and if you are not jumping over the moon and praising her, she gets upset. Even if she has a bad idea and you try to explain logically to her where she needs to adjust so that she will succeed, she gets upset and claims you do not want her to succeed. But when she fails, she claims that you should have tried harder to make her see that it would not work, or that you wanted her to fail and that is why she failed. It can seem like her ego is more fragile than a snowflake. Worse is she refuses to take any accountability or alter her behavior. Like when she repeatedly runs out of gas, and when you suggest a solution, like checking the fuel gauge when she starts the car, she gets upset and plays the victim, claiming that you do not support her enough, and that is why she cannot remember everything. Whenever you try to be helpful, she sees it as an attack on her identity and then attack you. Yet, when something goes wrong, she blames you. It might feel like you are between two evils. Do you dare say something to help her and risk upsetting her? Or do you leave her and risk being blamed for not stopping her before she made a mistake? This behavior ties in directly to the next one. She emasculates you. Whenever you share something you did, she brushes it off as nothing, or claims that someone else did better than you. Often she will compare you to her ex or other men she idealizes. But sometimes she uses her family or friends as a benchmark against which she compares you. You may just have gotten a pay raise, and she comments, "You know, my sister makes double the money you do. Maybe you should talk to her and learn how to make some real money." Or you struggle a bit opening a bottle of pickles she couldn't open, and she comments, "My grandmother could have opened it with one hand. Maybe you are not as strong as I thought you were." Over and over she attacks your masculinity. No matter how successful you are, you eventually start to feel like you are failing as a man and that you are not man enough for her. This devious behavior often goes hand in hand with the next behavior, and that is that her love and affection is sporadic and often conditional. She is only happy when you do something for her, buy her something, or give up something you wanted. This is where you find that you have to take her on an expensive dinner date and maybe even to the movies to get her into the mood. That you need to buy her stuff to get her to even see you. And here is the catch. She expects you to always do more and more, to outdo yourself each time. And if you do not, she claims you no longer love her and no longer make her happy. If you point out everything you did and do for her, she simply says it's no longer enough and you have to do more and try harder. But it gets worse, because when you try harder, she does something devious, not silent treatment, but something more devastating. She becomes indifferent to you and your efforts. Maybe you get up early and make the best breakfast ever. You set the table and everything, just like she wants it. And then she does not even acknowledge what you did, but simply pours herself some cereal instead. And if you say something, she plays the victim and says that you should have asked her if she wanted a big breakfast. If you try, you fail. If you do nothing, you fail. This will make you feel like your effort is so worthless, it is not even worth her noticing it. The next behavior is pure entitlement and boundary violation. She communicates with you when she feels like it, yet expects you to immediately answer her text and calls, no matter where you are. She also has no respect for your space. You may be watching a game on TV you have been looking forward to all week, and then she just comes and changes the channel to a rom-com and claims she wants to watch that with you. Or you planned 2 months in advance a fishing trip with friends. Then, Friday evening when you get home, she is waiting bags packed, claiming she is surprising you with a trip she booked just for the two of you. If you remind her about the fishing trip, she claims she forgot and then makes you feel bad for wanting her to cancel her plans, so you can go hang out with your friends instead of her. Now it is no longer about what she did, but about you caring more about your friends than her. The next behavior can be extremely frustrating. Whenever they need to do something, but do not feel like it, they just ignore it, no matter the consequences. Then, when they face any consequences, they hide it from you or lie about it until it blows up in their face, often dragging you into the mess as well. Like she does not pay her car bills for months and just throws the warning letters under the seat until they come to take her car. When you ask her why, she simply says she forgot or did not feel like paying the bills. If you get upset, she gets upset and blames you for being hard on her. Or another example which often happens. She drives a car with warning lights on until the engine grinds to a halt. And when you ask her why she said nothing, she blames you for making her feel bad and that she can never do anything right. You will start to realize that you are not allowed to be upset for anything she does, no matter how irresponsible or how big the consequences. You are expected to just fix her mess without complaint. It's as if she is a child who just blunders through life with no care, and you are the parent who constantly have to clean up after her. The last behavior will hit you in the gut, and that is that she shows little empathy or concern for you or your well-being. You might start talking about how you are struggling to cope at work, and she immediately pivots and asks you what dress she should wear to a friend's birthday party. Almost like you never said anything, or worse, your best friend just died. And when you mention it, she just starts talking about how hard her day was. Some may even claim that you're better off without your friend because she never liked him. No matter how you felt about your friend and how it affects you, she may even get upset when you show any emotion or try to share anything with her, claiming that you are bothering her with your problems. Yet, she feels nothing of dumping all her problems onto you. It is important to understand that these behaviors are not about you. They are symptoms of an internal void in her. There's nothing you can do to fill that void, and trying to fill it often destroys you. Many female narcissists are covert narcissists. Watch this video next to learn more about covert narcissists.